Hi everybody, I'm Keegan.
And I'm Bre.
And today we're going to take you on an adventure with the Saucony Endorphin series.
So this series has 3 different shoes in it. We've got the Shift, the Speed, and the Pro. Basically, Saucony just allows you to go through all of your runs. We've got the Everyday Trainer, we've got your Workout Warrior, and your Racer.
When I first tried on the shoe, I was very indifferent about it because it comes in a 4mm drop, and I'm used to having kind of a higher drop. But after a few runs, I started leaning towards it. So I had a couple others that I would rotate, but for almost every single just casual run or easy run, just 5 or 6 miles going out, I would almost every single time pick this one because it just felt smoother to run in. So they do have this speed roll technology on all 3 of these shoes in this line that helps the transition from as you're crashing down on the heel going towards the forefoot.
That just really rolls you forward, that rocker geometry. They call it speed roll. It's a new thing they're doing, but it just makes the whole running motion feel so much more effortless. I mean, and I'm like a pretty mid-foot striker, so you wouldn't think I would feel it as much. I'm not really coming down on my heel, but still, I land in the middle of my foot and it still just rolls me straight forward. The great thing I found with the Shift is I really struggle with super high cushion shoes. My feet are not great. They're very picky. When I'm in a really soft shoe, the squishiness, it makes my feet hurt. But this is a high cushion shoe that I can actually run in every day. It's soft without feeling overly squishy or too soft, really.
The other technology that Saucony has in a lot of their shoes is form fit, which you can see in all 3 of these shoes as well. So it comes down on the sides of the shoe, on the inside, so the tongue holds you in like a sock almost.
The form fit's really gonna just lock your foot in there. It kind of gives it a really effortless feeling though. You don't feel like it's squeezing your foot. It's more just like a hug. A really nice hug on your foot, keeps it secure, very comfortable, and overall just a great fit on that.
Yeah, and I do have a higher arch and a higher instep. So especially for a foot like that, you're gonna fit pretty well into these. And a wider foot, you can always, take out the front lacing and lace it a different way that makes it more comfortable for you. So next in the lineup, we have the Speed.
Moving on to the Speed here, a lot of people, I think Keegan said he's used this as an everyday shoe. You definitely can, but this one is really great for those workouts, faster long runs, anything that's a little bit quicker, basically not a recovery run. You are going to find it doesn't have a carbon plate, it has a nylon plate going through the middle of the shoe here. So that gives it a little bit of, actually I should say a lot, of snappiness, responsiveness. It also has the Power Run PB foam, so it's a PBA-based foam that's going to be super responsive, give you a lot of energy return on that.
And the third and final shoe in the Saucony Endorphin lineup is the Pro. So with the Pro, this is their go-to racing shoe. So it comes in at a $200 price point, still 8mm drop. But it has a carbon fiber plate rather than the Speed's nylon plate. So it's going to, again, very, very snappy, very, very smooth when you're running, and it's definitely going to set those PRs that you're looking for.
Yeah, I love this shoe. It fits a little bit different than the Speed does as well. It's a little thinner through the upper here. It cuts down some of the weight. You'll see on both of them, too, they've got that exposed foam in the bottom. Keeps them light. They still have some decent traction here, but overall it's going to be a really lightweight, super responsive shoe. I've loved it for the one road race that I've gotten into this year, but a really great option for any of your races, honestly. I mean, you're seeing the carbon fiber plate shoes kind of taking over the racing scene, road races, even in track and field now, and I think this is just one of the best of them, honestly.
Yes, yeah, the Pro. So I use the Speed for my half marathon training, and in the half marathon, I actually PR'd by about 5 minutes. It was 4 minutes and 50 seconds, but I say 5 minutes.
Just 5 minutes. But
but it's a very, very smooth, awesome to train in, and especially you like high school, college kids that are needing a shoe to race on roads in. This is going to be a $160 price point, so it's going to be much more reasonable, and definitely probably a better option for you. The other thing about plated shoes, whether it be with the Speed or with the Pro, with the nylon plate or even with the carbon fiber plate, is that muscle fatigue. So after a tempo run or after a workout or even after a road race or whatever, you really don't feel like you were working that hard because the plate works for you.
Yeah, and I haven't seen it as much, but I have seen a girl in indoor track been racing the mile and the 3K in this, which mile surprises me, but I mean, I've seen her running 4:52 in the mile in this shoe, just a nylon plate. a lot cheaper, and honestly just feels great underfoot.
Yes, much softer than the Pro. The Pro's still very comfortable and smooth to run in. It's just the speed just has a little bit more squish to it. Yep.
Yeah. I need to be more like excited.
Yes.